Partnering with Hunter to raise fish, we netted $400,000 in 1 year. At the end of the year, he just tossed me $6,000. The pond is mine.
I put up the capital. You just did some labor. $6,000 is plenty.
Without a word, I pocketed the dividend that wasn't even a fraction of his share. Fine, whatever you say. He thought I was stupid enough to keep being his cheap labor. Little did he know, I used that money to lease the abandoned pond on the east side of the village. Hunter. From now on, let's each raise our own fish. Watching his face instantly turn pale, I stood on my own pond ridge, and calmly said those words. I heard that day, he sat by the pond all day, and smashed the aerator to pieces. That year, I ate and slept by the pond, stocking fry, adjusting water, preventing disease, harvesting, all on my own. We made $400,000 in 1 year, and he gave me $6,000, saying that was fair. The pond is his, he bought the fry, he contacted the fish dealer, and I just did the labor.
Don't look at me like that. Watching the pond, that kind of work.
Anyone can do it.
$6,000 is plenty for you.
I've calculated it countless times. Every single feed bill, medicine bill, and electricity bill went through my hands. That pond, just the embankment repair I hired people for this year, dredging, and disease prevention alone cost more than $6,000. The pond is his, right? Capital is his, got it. He built the connections, otherwise why would the fish dealer deal with him? So he takes $394,000, and I take $6,000, fair. But out of that $400,000, how much did I earn through sheer grit? He never counts that. Leo.
Let's partner up, split the profits 50-50. As long as I have food, you'll have soup.
Before the new year, he said 50-50. After, he said I just did the labor. I stared at that number for a long time. This is what my whole year of hard work is worth. I didn't go home. I had $6,000 on me. I was afraid my mom would ask me how much I made this year, and how it was divided. I couldn't tell her. $15 a day.
Leo, come early on the 8th to stock the fry. Let's try to have the pond ready by the 7th. About that $6,000, don't tell your parents the truth. Just say you got $14,000 to make the old folks happy.
Got it.
Alright, head home early, don't slip up at dinner tonight.
Didn't he say the pond is his? Then I'll lease one of my own. Mr. Wilson.
Who's there?
I'm Leo, the abandoned pond on the east side of the village. I want to lease it.
I'm not bragging, this year, the fish pond's net profit is $400,000. From now on, if anyone needs anything, just come to me. I, Hunter, am not a stingy person.
Hunter's really got skills.
Stick with Hunter.
And you'll be fine.
Hunter, in front of the relatives, held a celebration banquet. The table was full of fine cigarettes and liquor. He was laying it on thick.
Isn't your cousin your partner? He must have made a lot this year too, right?
You bet, Leo works for me, how could he lose? I give him his fair share, not a cent less. Way better than slaving away outside.
Hunter is a loyal guy. Working with your own brother really gives you hope.
He made it sound all nice, and everyone was nodding along.
But before his words even faded, that said, the pond is mine, I put up the capital, he just does the heavy lifting. Just a fish farmer, to have this income today, is because I'm carrying him.
He said it jokingly, but the contempt in his tone was obvious to everyone there. My mom wanted to say something.
Man, don't overthink it. I've treated you pretty well, haven't I? Next year, work hard. Do your part, I won't shortchange you.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. I looked at his smug face, and it hit me that, in his eyes, I was nothing more than a hired hand.
Son, he says he gives you a fair share, but between the lines, how dare he talk about you like that?
Mom, it's nothing. I know what I'm doing.
Son, have a seat. Tell me the truth, how much did you earn this year?
$6,000.
$6,000, he made $400,000, and only gave you $6,000. I'm gonna have a word with him.
Mom.
Don't stop me. You work from dawn to dusk all year long, picking up supplies at 2 in the morning, standing in freezing water in winter to catch fish. What gives him the right? I'm gonna find him.
Stop. We earn our keep. Nothing to be ashamed of. We may be poor, but we don't owe a thing.
Seeing my mom cry, my dad silent. It felt like something twisted hard in my chest. Right then, I knew for sure I couldn't let them suffer like that anymore. Dad, I want to work for myself. The abandoned pond on the east side of the village, I want to lease it.
Where are you gonna get the money?
I've got a little saved up, enough to last a while.
Alright, if you want to do it, go ahead. Remember, whether it works out or not, this family's got your back.
Early the next morning, my phone rang, and on the screen it showed, Hunter.
Hello, Leo, I forgot to mention last night. To come over early after the new year to clean out the pond first, as the fry are already ordered and we need to start work on the 8th.
Okay, got it.
Work hard this year, and I won't let you down. By the way, That $6,000, did you give it to your mom?
I saved it.
Good to save it, so don't waste it. Alright, I'm eating out now, but remember the 8th.
He makes it sound so easy. As if nothing happened. $6,000 and a simple, good to save it, brush off all my hard work this year. I wasn't just sitting around at home, because that afternoon, I hopped on that beat-up motorcycle, riding against the wind and heading to the countryside. From the east end of the village to the west end and the next town over, going anywhere there were abandoned fish ponds, which is exactly where I went, finding some ponds overgrown with reeds, some filled with silt and completely clogged, and others with water that had gone foul.
What do you want this crappy pond for?
I want to raise fish.
Even wild fish can't survive in this pond, and you want to raise fish?
I ran around for a whole day, my legs numb from the cold and my hands covered in dirt, but I didn't feel tired, because I knew those abandoned ponds that others looked down on were my ticket to a comeback. Mr. Wilson. The abandoned pond on the east side of the village. I want to lease it.
That pond's all silted up. The water stinks. Even stray dogs don't go near it. Can fish survive?
I have a way. Everyone says it's a dead pond, can't support a single fish. But they don't know that this past year, I've learned a lot more than just feeding. I know what I'm doing.
Rent is $700 a year. How many years do you want to lease?
5 years. I'll pay for 2 years up front. For the rest, I'll pay the other 3 when I earn it.
All right. If it doesn't work out, you can quit anytime.
I won't back out.
Yo, you actually leased this stinky pond? $6,000, how many years rent is that? Don't end up losing your shirt over this. If you're starving, come find Hunter. Hunter will give you a bite.
I didn't wipe it. I didn't talk back. I just crouched down and grabbed another handful of mud. From today on, this pond is mine. $6,000, plus my own savings. Less than $7,000, but just clearing the silt, bringing in water, and buying fingerlings will cost at least $15,000. Nowhere near enough. Mom brings over a bowl of hot water. She stands behind me watching for a while.
How much more?
$10,000. Mom doesn't say anything. She turns and goes into the inner room. After a while, she comes out holding a cloth bundle. She puts it on the table.
This is what your dad and I saved. $7,000. Take it.
Mom, this is what you've saved for retirement.
Retirement can wait. Focus on what matters now. I can't stand to see you struggle.
Dad comes in from outside.
Take it. We don't need that much at home.
I clutch the cloth bundle in my hand. My knuckles turn white. I take those $7,000 and combine them with my own money. $13,000. Still not enough. Early the next morning, I ride my motorcycle to the local credit union in town. The young woman at the counter hands me a form. A loan of $11,000.
Hey, isn't this my cousin? What are you doing at the credit union? I don't look up and keep filling out the form. A loan. What are you using as collateral? That stinky pond, let me tell you all. He's leased the abandoned pond on the east side of the village. Even the wild fish can't survive there. I told him not to do it. He wouldn't listen. He's gonna lose his shirt.
I look up. I glance at him. I don't say a word. The young woman at the counter looks a bit awkward.
Sir, are you still going ahead?
Yes. Mia quit her job in town to come help me. You're just a girl, and the fish farm is dirty and tiring.
You do all the dirty work, while I help you with the books and mixing feed. 2 people are faster than 1.
On the pond bank, we put up a simple shack. We ate and slept there.
Leo's lost his mind. That crappy pond can't even hold water. Exactly. And he thinks he can take on Hunter? That guy has a modern intensive pond. Just wait till he loses his shirt.
Everyone's laughing at me. But I know. The louder they laugh, the more I have to prove myself. Pond's ready. Next, time to buy fish fry. I'm not raising regular fish, I'm going high-end with organic eco-fish. Market price is twice that of regular fish, but the tech requirements are way higher. I studied at the State Agricultural Academy. Probiotics and aquatic plants, plus filter feeding fish, that's the integrated ecological farming technology. I filled 3 whole notebooks with notes. Hunter heard that I was gonna do ecological fish farming, and at the dinner table, he laughed his head off.
A lousy fish farmer doing ecological farming? Ha ha ha, just toss some feed in the pond, but you're planting water plants for your fish like you're raising royalty. My fish pond harvests in half a year, earning $10 each for 2 batches a year, so you do the math on how much that is, $70,000, or $140,000.
I bought fish fry and probiotics, conditioned the water using the techniques I learned, planted water plants, and controlled the density, making sure I didn't mess up at all.
With all that fancy crap, just wait and lose your money.
Three years later, we'll see who laughs last. After summer started, it rained non-stop for 3 days and nights. The water in my pond was just a hand's width from the bank. Just a hand's width. Shit. No time to think. I dove in. I drove in stake after stake. Muddy water flooded my mouth. It was rank and bitter. Leo. Stay up there. Just keep the light on me.
You scared me to death. I thought you'd get washed away.
It's okay. The pond's safe. The pond's safe. I dug that pond out, shovelful by shovelful. No one's washing it away. What fish farmers fear most isn't a price drop, it's fish getting sick. My fish ponds run on ecological flowing water farming. I bring in mountain spring water from upstream, and discharge it downstream to grow water hyacinths for purification. I stock silver and bighead carp to keep water quality in check. I never overuse antibiotics. I even went out of my way to learn herbal disease prevention technology. I regularly use allicin, gallnut, and coptis root detox. On the other hand, for Hunter, his ponds are overstocked, water quality is poor, and the fish get sick constantly. To keep up production, he pours tons of antibiotics and disinfectants into the ponds. He even resorts to
The band Malachite Green. Mr. Hunter, you're pretty harsh with the drugs. What if there's a surprise inspection?
What inspection? No way. I'm not selling to the locals anyway. Fish dealers only care about the weight, so who cares what drugs you use?
I heard that remark from a fellow villager, Lee. I sighed, and said nothing. Everyone has their own way of raising fish. I just don't know who'll make it to shore first. 15 months in. My ecological grass carp grew to over 3 pounds. Sleek body, shiny scales, firm flesh. The owner of a high-end pickled fish chain in the city, Mr. Sterling, somehow heard about my fish and came all the way to see it.
Mr. Leo, can I see your fish? You didn't use antibiotics, didn't feed them hormones.
None whatsoever. Flowing water farming, herbal disease prevention, harvesting after a year and a half, never earlier.
I'll take all your fish at 50% above market price. But there's one condition, you must guarantee the quality.
I signed the contract on the spot. At that moment, my hands were shaking, not because I was nervous, but because I knew all the struggle of the past year and a half was worth it. First batch, 5,000 fish. Harvest day, Mr. Sterling showed up with a refrigerated truck himself. Weighed him, loaded him, got paid. 5,000 fish. Average weight, 3.2 pounds. 16,000 pounds total. $2 a pound. 50 cents more than regular. Altogether, over $25,000. After costs, we cleared $15,000. And I gripped that transfer slip so hard, my hands were shaking. Last year, at Hunter's, worked a whole year, only got $6,000. Now, the first batch, made me $15,000.
Leo. We did it.
Leo didn't say anything. He just laid his hand on Mia's hand, and squeezed it tight. We're not done yet.
Second batch, I'll put in 10,000 fish.
Leo turned to Mr. Sterling, his eyes a little red, but a smile spread across his face.
All right.
The refrigerated truck slowly pulled out of the village road, kicking up dust. Leo and Mia stood on the pond bank. Behind them, the clear fish pond. Sunlight sparkled on the water, like scattered gold.
Leo's fish sells for $2 a pound, really? Mr. Sterling picked it up himself. Several refrigerated trucks showed up, and I saw it myself.
Wow.
That kid actually pulled it off.
Word spread through the village and caused a stir, at $2 a pound, which compared to Hunter's, is almost double. Some people didn't believe it, but the refrigerated trucks actually rolled in, and when Hunter heard, his face turned black as coal.
Hey, Leo, I heard you made it big, selling at $2, while mine's only $1, but your fish took 1.5 years, right? I harvest mine in half a year, 2 batches a year, so you figure out who makes more.
I didn't reply, just kept tossing grass into the pond. He counts his profits, and I raise my fish.
By the time your fish grow up, the market will have already crashed, so don't come crying then.
He's just jealous.
Let him be jealous. We'll stick to our path. He harvests in half a year, while I take 1.5 years. He sells at $1, and I sell at $2. Who makes more isn't settled by talking. When we see the results at year end, there will be some crying and some laughing. For the second batch, I went up to 10,000 fish. I also brought in some grass carp. I bred the fry myself. I didn't have enough money. I used the fish pond as collateral. I borrowed $40,000 from the local credit union. After Mia's family found out, her dad came all the way over.
Let me ask you one thing. How are you going to pay back the loan?
With the fish I'm raising. Sir, just give me 1 year. If I can't pay it back, I'll come to your place and apologize in person. Her father didn't say a word. He smoked a couple of cigarettes. Then, he left.
My dad gave this $20,000. He said, if you pull it off, he'd let me marry you. If you fail, consider it a failed investment.
I took the card. My hands were shaking even harder. It wasn't because of the money, it was because behind that $20,000 lay the trust of a whole family. Tell your dad, I'm not gonna let his investment fail. On Hunter's side, things are getting worse. He couldn't stand losing. So he went back to loan sharks. Got 50,000 fry. This time he played it smarter. Cut down the density. But still used growth promoters. Antibiotics. Then a heat wave hit. His fish density was still too high. Water quality went bad. Plus, he'd been using antibiotics too long. The bacteria became resistant. A gill rot outbreak hit. Within 3 days, out of 50,000 fish, over 20,000 died. Hunter's face turned livid. He grabbed a dead fish. He slammed it hard on the ground.
How could this happen? I spent a damn fortune on medicine. These fish are terrible quality. They reek of medicine. The meat just falls apart. 50 cents a pound. Can't go any higher. 50 cents. My cost is more than that. Take it or leave it.
The fishmonger turned and walked away. In the end, the over 20,000 remaining fish were barely sold. But the quality was awful. The fishmonger only offered 50 cents a pound. That batch, he not only didn't make any money, but lost over $30,000. On my end, 10,000 ecological grass carp came out of the pond without a hitch. Plus, the fry I raised myself, over the year, I netted $80,000. I paid off all the loans. And still had $50,000 left.
Have some more. You've lost way too much weight this year.
Good job. Leo, come over for dinner at the end of the year.
Sure, sir, I'll definitely be there.
Did your Leo?
Put a curse on Hunter or something. How come his fish farming is going so badly?
It was going fine before, but this year, it's just...
My mom didn't say anything. I heard it from the inner room and didn't go out, 'cause I knew explaining wouldn't do any good. Only the lively fish in the pond can speak for themselves. Well, kind of pitiful. Serves him, right? Who told him to screw Leo over back then? Someone sighed. Someone quietly said, serves him right. I heard it, but I didn't say anything. Not that I'm cold-hearted, it's that everyone has to pay for their own choices. End of the year, my fish pond had a huge harvest. Organic fish were flying off the shelves. Orders were backed up till next spring. The owner of the fresh food supermarket chain in the city came in person to sign an exclusive supply deal.
Mr. Leo, I ran 3 random tests on your fish. All clear. Our supermarket wants to be your exclusive buyer. The price will be double that of regular fish. A 3-year contract. What do you say?
Deal. Double the price, exclusive supply, 3-year contract. When I signed my name, my hand didn't shake. 'Cause this time, I knew I deserved it. Hunter's fish pond was in trouble again. Growth boosters caused the fish's drug residues to exceed limits. The Market Regulation Bureau caught it in a random check. Fined $70,000. The pond was ordered shut for rectification. Hunter, the carp samples from your pond showed that enrofloxacin
And ciprofloxacin residues exceeded limits. Plus,
they found malachite green.
according to the Agricultural Product Quality and Safety Law, you are fined $70,000, and the pond is ordered shut immediately for rectification.
7.
$70,000.
He totally panicked. He called around to everyone. The fish traders who used to be buddy-buddy with him now won't answer his calls. I watched him from afar, and didn't walk over. Not that I was gloating. It's that some roads you gotta walk alone. He chose 3-day growth boosters. I chose a year and a half of slow, steady work. In the end, time wrote the answer on the pond's surface, for all to see. Hunter's creditors showed up. His Mercedes got taken away. The house was seized. The aerators in the fish pond got taken. All the feeders were removed to pay off debts. Hunter's done for.
Please, let Leo help Hunter. He's still his cousin, isn't he?
When he gave me that $6,000 back then, did he ever think about the consequences? Mia stayed quiet on the side. She backed my decision. It's not that I'm heartless. It was his words back then, "You're just a fish feeder," that threw our brotherhood to the fish. Some paths you walk to a dead end all by yourself.
Leo, I'm begging you. Your uncle is in the hospital. His heart is failing. We don't have a single cent left. Can you lend us some money? For the sake of family.
Leo,
Mia was silent beside me, but the hand on my shoulder told me she supported my decision. "Ma'am, I've got things to do. Take care." In the end, I silently paid for my uncle's medical bills. It was out of respect for my uncle, but some things can't be repaid with money. Mia's family's been pushing for an engagement. I brought cigarettes, liquor, and $20,000 in engagement money, plus the $20,000 her father invested in me. We went to her house together.
I don't want the money. Take it back, grow your business. I only have one condition.
Be good to my sweetheart. Sir, don't worry.
Still, sir?
Dad, he actually smiled. Mia blushed beside me. My mom was so happy she kept wiping tears. He didn't take those 2 stacks of money. But I got something worth more than money. By year 3, my fish pond had grown to 8 acres. We were pulling out over 150,000 pounds of fish a year. I started a cooperative, and brought in over 20 families from the village who wanted in. I provided the fry and technology, and handled disease prevention and sales across the board. Everyone raises to standard, and I buy at contract price. That's 25% above the market price.
Mr. Leo, aren't you worried we'll screw it up and tarnish your name?
I am. So I'll teach each family, one by one. If anyone sneaks and ban drugs, don't expect me to go easy. No one dares to mess around. 'Cause everyone knows sticking with Leo pays off. I go door to door and check every pond. I'm not being generous, because I've been burned before. I don't want my people to make the same mistakes. From one man to a team, from one pond to 8 acres, it took me 3 years to turn people's scorn into a sky I could call my own. Hunter completely disappeared from the village. Some say he went to work at a construction site out of town. Some say he's sleeping under a bridge.
Let Leo help Hunter. After all, he's family.
Mom shot me a look. I kept quiet. It's not that I'm holding a grudge. It was what he said back then. "You're just a fish feeder," that fed all the brotherly bond between us to the fish. Some paths you close off yourself. I won't kick a man when he's down, but I can't repay evil with good. He owes me, not money, but justice. My ecological grass carp in the city's high-end supermarkets and at the chain sour cabbage fish restaurants are selling like hotcakes. The retail price in the supermarket is $4 a pound, 3 times the price of regular carp, but people line up for it.
This fish is tender and not fishy at all. The soup turns milky white. It's perfectly safe for kids.
An older lady bought 3 in one go, and even signed up for a membership. Word of mouth spread, so selling is a breeze.
Leo, your fish is the star of my store. Customers swear by it. Can you double the supply next year?
Yes, but with one condition. The price stays the same, and so does the quality.
Deal.
The price stays the same, the quality stays the same. This isn't just business, it's my bottom line. 3 years ago, I was given just $6,000 and sent away. Now it's my turn to say no. From being trampled on to being fought over, this journey took me 3 years. But every step counts. A brand new steel frame factory building rose from the ground right next to the fish ponds. I invested $100,000 to build a small live fish holding center and a cold chain distribution workshop. From pond to plate, temperature and oxygen controlled all the way. From raising to selling fish, I run the whole chain. Mr. Sterling brought some buyers into the workshop. They checked the place out. He walked up to the holding tank, watched the lively grass carp swimming, and tested the water temp.
He turned to look at me. Leo, you went from a farm boy to a real entrepreneur. I just smiled.
I bent down and scooped up a fish from the tank. And checked its gills. Businessman. I'm still just a fish feeder.
It's different now. You're feeding your own fish now.
You bet. Feeding my own fish, making my own money, sleeping sound at night. In the sunset, I stood at the entrance of the new workshop, with the fish pond stretching behind me, and the brand new cold chain facility. Mia came over with a glass of water, and handed it to me. We stood side by side, and neither of us spoke. 3 years ago, I couldn't even get $6,000 without begging for it. Now, I'm the one calling the shots. Got my Ecofish rated as state premium agricultural product and got invited to the State Capitol Ag Expo.
Go ahead, give it a try. This fish is tender, no fishy taste. The soup turns milky white. Milk.
Our booth has a long line. Orders are pouring in. Mia came along with me. She's helping with the customers. She's even more talkative than me.
Leo, I told you.
Your fish was bound to become famous sooner or later.
Famous or not, it doesn't matter, just as long as the fish sell.
Hunter couldn't hack it out there, and slunk back to the village. Every day he squats by his fish pond, staring into space from morning till night, like a guy who's lost his soul. I didn't laugh at him, just kept doing my thing.
He doesn't deserve an ounce of sympathy.
Mia said he doesn't deserve a bit of sympathy. I didn't say a word, not that I disagreed. I just didn't see the point. Some roads you walk alone, and if you take a wrong turn, you've got to find your way back.
Leo. Hunter. He knows he was wrong. Come on, for Hunter's sake. Let him work at the cooperative. He can't just spend his whole life sitting by the pond spacing out.
Hunter's mother came to beg me again to let Hunter work at the cooperative. He can come, but he starts from the bottom feeding fish and cleaning the pond. No special treatment.
Whatever you say.
What if he causes trouble? You've worked so hard building this cooperative. Can't let him ruin it.
I've got my eye on him. It's not that I'm soft, there are knots. Someone has to start loosening before they come undone. Hunter threw on his old clothes. He hopped into the fish pond to clean out the muck.
Whoa, you actually took over this stinking pond? A fish farmer? Now he thinks he's a shareholder?
He remembered back then. He made fun of me. He was speechless. It was 3 years ago. He was laughing on the bank while I was in the mud. 3 years later, he's in the mud, and I'm on the bank. It's not fate playing tricks, it's karma. Our cooperative grew to over 60 households. We put out over 600,000 pounds of fish annually. I built a modern fish hatchery, and I developed the Clearwater Ecological carp strain. TV stations from the state capitol came to interview me. City leaders from downtown came to check things out. Even profs from the Fisheries University brought their students here to intern.
My son made a name for himself just by feeding fish.
In the season of spring blossoms, Mia and I held our wedding right by the fish pond. No fancy decorations, just the simplest nets and willow branches. All the villagers, the cooperative members, plus Mr. Sterling and experts from the state capitol, all came to give us their sincerest blessings. When Mia walked toward me in her white wedding dress, the whole crowd burst into thunderous applause. Looking at this girl who stood by me through the toughest times, I was moved to tears. Mia, thank you, because when I had nothing, you never abandoned me. For the rest of my life, I will protect you with all my heart. This ring carries all the blood, sweat, and tears we shed by the fish pond. From an abandoned pond to connected ponds, from being unseen to being seen by everyone. On this journey, she walked with me through the hardest part. I'm a fish farmer, and I always have been and always will be. From $6,000 to this moment, it took me 3 whole years, but it was worth it.